Live from WFSB, Connecticut's #1 local news, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 7.
Good morning. It is 7 o'clock on this Wednesday morning. I'm Nicole Nalepa. Tropical Storm Isaias ripped through Connecticut yesterday, bringing damaging winds and heavy rain that has left tens of thousands of people in our state without power. Let's take a look at some of the damage. This is viewer video from North Windham, where you can see a tree. Look at go crashing down there in that yard. And then in New Haven, the waves were raging there. Utility crews have been out working around the clock to restore power to homes and businesses. As it stands right now, the latest numbers from Eversource show that there are more than 595,000 customers without power. And just over 103,000 United Illuminating customers are in the dark this morning. We'll keep you updated all morning long as cleanup efforts continue across our state. Now we're going to send things over to meteorologist Scot Haney. Scott, can you believe this was the 4th worst power outage on record?
Really tough. Those winds yesterday gusting to 75 miles an hour in West Haven. That's hurricane force winds out there. And we had a couple of tornado warnings, radar indicated tornado warnings yesterday. So we were all over it. And thank you so much for watching us, our coverage yesterday of Tropical Storm Isaias. It's gone. It's up in Canada. We don't have to worry about it anymore. But you're going to have to find a way to keep cool, because if you're without power, and I know many of you are, you might be watching us on the app. There's not going to be any air conditioning for a lot of people today, and the temperature is going to get close to 90 degrees. All right, so this is the severe threat during the day today. Negligible, none. We don't have any severe threat today. It's going to be a nice day to get out there and clean things up. Our Channel 3 early warning dew pole radar scanning the state dry. And we've got a nice shot of West Haven. Good morning to you. Things are looking good there on the University of New Haven, just a little bit of cloud coverage. Now, these wind gusts were reported around midnight last night. They have calmed down substantially. The winds are fairly calm right now. 71 in West Haven. The numbers are above average by almost 10 degrees. 73 in New Haven, 71 in Hartford, and 70 in Stores. Typical overnight low is about 61, 62, so you can see the numbers are a bit above average. A little bit of fog in Torrington, but a beautiful iCam shot with mostly sunny skies above. Isn't that gorgeous? And look at our Hartford iCam, equally as nice there, with just a couple of clouds. All right, so it's a nice start. Let's take you out and show you the temperatures. A couple of them have fallen off, but they are expected to be back a little bit later on this morning, so please bear with me. 71 degrees right now at Bradley, 69 in Meriden, and then you get into the low 70s for Willimantic, Norwich, 72 in Chester and Groton. You'll notice the dew points are also in the low 70s for Chester and Groton. That means it's kind of sticky icky out there, kind of muggy. If not downright oppressive humidity in parts of the shoreline this morning. But it's going to be quiet during the day today. Temperatures are going to be climbing into the mid to upper 80s, if not 90 degrees. Once again, those without air conditioning are going to find it a little tough today, so you might want to try and find a place with some air conditioning. Partly sunny, warm, and humid. Sun was up at 5:49, sets at 8:04. Excuse me. And then showers are expected. The next chance for showers in the state comes Friday. That's the result of a storm system that's going to be going by to our south. It's going to try and throw some shower activity into the mix for Friday afternoon and then again on Saturday afternoon. But for the most part, it's not a washout, which is good news. Satellite and radar confirms not a lot going on here. There's the storm all the way up in Canada. You can just see the last remnants of the storm system pushing away from Connecticut. So according to our early warning futurecast, tomorrow's weather today, showing us an hour-by-hour depiction of mostly sunny skies. No matter where I pause it, it looks good. Tonight will be clear and pretty comfortable. Temperatures tonight are going to drop back into the upper 50s and low 60s, so you might be able to sleep without that air conditioning tonight. Tomorrow looks like another pretty good day, although clouds are going to try and make a little run at us in the afternoon. This is around 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you will notice Thursday at 7, that storm system to our south. So it's to our south Thursday, but it tries to throw some moisture into the forecast Friday afternoon. Watch a little bit of development here. This is right around 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon Friday, so some afternoon showers can be expected, and then we'll do a rinse and repeat again on Saturday. Highs today climb into the mid to upper 80s, right around 90 degrees, partly sunny, warm, and humid. And then 63 for the overnight low tonight. But again, some towns in northwest and northeast Connecticut could drop into the upper 50s, which would be nice. 86 tomorrow, a little bit cooler tomorrow with partly to mostly sunny, let's call it partly sunny, those clouds rolling in the afternoon. Friday and Saturday, just a chance for some scattered shower and thunderstorm activity. Sunday looks good, but hot, and it gets even hotter Monday and Tuesday with a chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms with temperatures in the low to mid 90s by Tuesday. That's a check of your early warning forecast. We'll send it back to you, Nicole.
All right, thanks, Scott. We've been tracking Isaias all morning long, and as you know, cleanup will continue this morning after the storm left a heavy trail of damage all throughout Connecticut. The storm knocked out power to hundreds of thousands of people throughout the country, too. Channel 3's Laura Podesta has the latest on the aftermath of Tropical Storm Isaias throughout the U.S.
The remnants of what was Hurricane Isaias crept across New England and into Canada this morning. After making landfall in the Carolinas on Monday night, the storm sped up the East Coast, leaving a deadly trail behind it.
The Lord spared us for another day.
Isaias spawned numerous tornadoes as it churned northward. At least 2 people were killed when a twister struck a trailer park outside Windsor, North Carolina.
It was the longest, scariest 20 minutes I ever been into.
Areas along the storm's path received anywhere from 3 to 6 inches of rain. Flooding was reported from South Carolina to as far north as Vermont.
It's bad. It doesn't look real, something that you see on TV.
By the time it reached here in New York, Isaias had been downgraded to a tropical storm, but it was still packing winds of nearly 70 miles per hour.
Trees were downed across the city, including one that crushed a van in Queens, killing a man inside. The gusting winds also toppled utility poles and power lines.
One provider at least said it could take as much as a week to get all of those houses and locations back up to full power.
At one point, over 3.5 million homes and businesses were without electricity, most of them in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
Some sad news to share with you in Naugatuck this morning, where we're learning a 66-year-old man has died in the storm. State police say a tree fell on top of him after he was moving branches that were in the path of his car. This happened in the area of Andrew Mountain Road and Red Maple Court right around 3:30 yesterday afternoon. We're told the man died right on the scene. Breaking news now from overnight in Hartford, where police are investigating a homicide that took place overnight. We're told a man was shot and killed right at Norfolk and Kent Streets, and now the search is on for a suspect. This shooting comes about 24 hours after 6 people were shot and a man was killed at a large gathering at a warehouse on Windsor Street. We turn now to the coronavirus here in Connecticut. As you know, widespread power outages are expected to impact thousands of people in our state this morning. Nearly 700,000 homes are without power right now, and so many people are working from home right now due to the pandemic. We're also going to continue to track the latest coronavirus numbers, and here are where things stand this morning. Hospitalizations went up slightly in the past day, but no new deaths have been reported. And we know that there are 48 cases confirmed and more than 7,000 tests were performed since Monday. Our infection rate still remains below 1%. The governors of Connecticut, New York, and New Jersey have all expanded a joint travel advisory to 34 states and Puerto Rico, including the bordering state of Rhode Island. The governor's office said it does not apply to people who travel to Rhode Island for less than 24 hours or those who live in Rhode Island and work here in Connecticut. Are you wondering what to do with the food in your refrigerator or freezer this morning after you lost power? Well, it's a serious concern, which is why we just wanted to pass along some helpful information for you. According to the FDA, your fridge will keep food safe for up to 4 hours during a power outage. So make sure you keep it closed as much as possible. And a full freezer will hold a safe temperature for approximately 48 hours, 24 hours if it's half full. We have a complete guide on what to do with specific foods right on our Channel 3 app. Officials will decide whether state parks will be reopening today at noon, and that, of course, depends on the storm damage. Yesterday, all campers were required to leave campgrounds within just a few hours' notice. DEEP says campers who do not check back in today will receive a full refund for the remainder of their stay. And we'll continue, of course, to check the very latest with the cleanup efforts and the power outages. Again, about 700,000 customers still in the dark. It's very possible you're watching and you're one of them. Thank you for tuning in to Eyewitness News on this Wednesday morning. We will continue our coverage on air and on the app. Have a great day.